Okay, and lastly, we have a few quotes from Lady Nancy Astor, American expatriate, first woman member of the British Parliament. Let's see. She was in the British Parliament for decades. She joined the British Parliament in the 40s, right after World War II, and retired from Parliament in the late 50s. And she died in 1964. Now, she was a rival and political opponent of the very famous Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Her and Winston Churchill personally did not like each other. So they were very famous in Britain for saying things to each other that weren't exactly nice. So Winston Churchill once told Lady Nancy Astor that having a woman in Parliament was like having one intrude on him in the bathroom. So he's saying having a woman in Parliament was like a woman walking in on me in the bathroom. And then she responded, "You're not handsome enough to have such fears." Which means don't worry about it. You're not that good looking. So, and then another time, Lady Astor was giving a costume ball where everybody dresses up in different costumes. Churchill asked her what disguise she would recommend for him. What disguise would be good for him? What costume? And she replied, "Why don't you come sober, Prime Minister?" Making the reference that he was always drinking or always intoxicated. She said, "Why don't you come sober? That would be a good disguise." And the most famous of all exchanges between Winston Churchill and Lady Nancy Astor was this. She said to Winston Churchill, "If you were my husband, I'd poison your tea." She would put poison in his tea. And then Winston Churchill responded to her, "Madam, if you were my wife, I'd drink it."